Hello. Welcome everybody to the Us Beat Mapping World Championship semifinals. We got some results to show for you guys, and I'm sure you're as excited as we are for this to get started. I'm fieryrage, going to be joined by Noffy and White today to commentate these results. 4 teams remaining. Which ones do we got winning, you guys think?
Well, I don't know. it's
exactly.
too close
we
to
both
tell.
Don't know.
What the heck? Well, if we all don't know, then what are we doing here?
I think the good teams are gonna win.
Well,
That's
they're all
crazy.
good teams, so I don't know.
I mean, yeah, they already got to the top 4, so at this point it's just like you're already like some level of winners, you know?
I mean, I'm just saying that, like, some of the judges couldn't open one of the maps. Or at least they struggled to.
That was just because the map was so powerful.
It's too powerful. Like, where's the competition?
In my
And
heart.
you guys gotta figure out. The audience will figure out what map that is pretty soon. And just a little teaser.
Nonetheless, we got 4 maps. Like I said, we got 4 maps that we have to go through. We're going to be starting things off with the first matchup in the semifinals, Taiwan versus Korea. Once again, go over the teams real quick. You guys probably already know the deal by this point. South Korea, Byeomsan, Silica, Mil, and Taeyang. It's for Team Taiwan.
That was Korea. Now we're looking at Taiwan.
+4J, Matsugiyami, Flask, Imakura, Nainami, and Alti. Without further ado, let's get... Well, first we have to get to the picks, I guess. Let's just get through that first, and then we'll get to the meat of the show that people want to see.
Maps.
It's the pick'ems.
So,
There's maps.
honestly, I am surprised at you guys, because both of these teams have been kind of juggernauts throughout this whole bracket. Like, they've just been wiping out anybody that they come up against. And now y'all are like, I don't know yet.
Yeah, definitely, like, these pick'ems are so hard, I feel like, because, like, you're in the 4th round, or not the 4th round, but there's only 4 teams remaining, right? They've fought tooth and nail to get here, and it's almost like the people are like, oh, Taiwan is worse than Korea. It's like, what? They're all fantastic. I don't even know how you decide this stuff.
You don't? You let the judges do it?
It's a toss-up. Well, I mean, keep in mind that the pick'ems are decided by the audience, right? Before anything is even mapped, just based on the team matchups.
Just based off of the vibes here. But that being said, I'm still really excited to check out what Team Taiwan has put together, because we will be checking out their map first, just kind of going down in order here, kind of with these brackets. So without further ado, let's see what Taiwan's cooked for us here. You guys didn't see that.
Small little oopsie, but this map is definitely not a small little oopsie. Clearly very intentional. I love the symmetry and it's sort of like an evolution of like that grid steps like symmetry style, but it's not so rigid that it loses that modern aspect to it. You got an 8.
And just an apology ahead of time, Dancer had a hard time with these hit sounds, so there is a little bit of a delay. So trust me, everything is perfectly on time in the editor.
Just a classic.
Sorry.
I blame Peppy.
Yeah, fair enough. Now, this is an entry that quite a few judges were a big fan of, just how creative Team Taiwan has been with their rhythm and patterning throughout this. Like, the song is relatively static, I would say, but they're able to take it and take any change it gives them and go all in on it, really.
Yeah, and this is a map that they really took some liberties and creative approaches to, especially in the chorus, this part right here. It's like an approach that I've never seen a map really ever take. Like, this is very unusual, and I think it works pretty well.
Especially, and like, the bursts and the yeah, how they handle those bursts and circle patterns, it definitely goes kind of really challenging to play through on this one.
You guys didn't mention anything about that slider stream right there. That was kind of nuts.
Well, we're too busy looking at these like incredible slider shapes. Like, it's like telling a story with the designs of it. What that story is, I'm not really sure, but sure somebody could figure it out.
Now I want to do an interview with the team and be like, what was the story here? Come on.
Yeah, for real. It's a whole epic.
And it ends on kind of the sword of mastery there. So, not only that, but, oh my goodness, guys. I gotta say, the hit sounding on these entries is insane. Like, all of them. And before I switch over, I just want to say, that was Team Taiwan, and this is a matchup between Team Taiwan and South Korea, and the song is Conclusio Catastropha. So, you know, you got a little bit of apocalyptic themes going on here. So, that being said, let's go ahead and check out South Korea's entry, for real this time.
And I will preface this with, they're the exact same song.
They're the same song.
And they took two very, very different approaches to mapping it. Honestly, I think this one will kind of speak for itself, to some degree.
So, you know when we mentioned some judges had a hard time opening the entries? Also auto display. Apparently we're in Locust now and you're getting to make song remixes. This is actually crazy. It has like 4,000 hit sound samples. Like, I was recording about replays, and at one point I turned the song off because I was like, I need to set up some other stuff. I can still hear the song. The entire song. But that's not all this map has going for it, because the mapping itself is spectacular.
Yeah, I like how I suggested, like, that we have somebody, like, live test play these maps for the stream instead of having to answer to it. And now, like, looking at this map, it's like, yep, I'm glad that we didn't do that, because it would really be very strange for somebody to miss. So apparently this is Vocaloid, actually.
I think that's just somebody. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Okay, this was personally one of my favorite sections. I definitely don't have a symmetry bias because several other judges mentioned that too. Thank you.
Oh, gun hit sounds for the gun slider? That's crazy. The song just like, or this map just pops off, and like the unbridled just creativity of adding a whole lyric track and really just making it your own song. It's like, what?
But they still have a lot
I've never seen this done
for the original song. And they both end on the really cool sliders here. Man, I wish these maps were longer, because like, I get so absorbed just like analyzing them, and then all of a sudden they're done, and I'm like, oh no, I miss my map.
It's absolutely crazy.
So
I don't think anyone was expecting this.
I'm not gonna lie, this should have been a finals matchup, I think, with how far these teams went to push their entries above and beyond.
I am curious what they're gonna do in the finals at this rate for everybody. So, like...
Yeah, how is Korea gonna one-up themselves in the final?
I
We don't know if Korea's going past.
They
Okay, never
are.
mind, we do.
Let me just switch this over. So, this is really shocking too, especially with how these are both like juggernaut entries, and Taiwan and South Korea's maps were both just simply outstanding. But there was a little bit of a favor here for South Korea, and they will be competing for the finals slot too. And that is really exciting.
Absolutely. I got a little ahead of myself there, guys. Sorry.
You're like, oh yeah, we're gonna see no white.
Oops.
I mean, come on.
But somehow
It
the
was just
pick'ems,
like-
you guys have the same ratio. I don't know how y'all did that.
For real, for real.
All right,
We
and
didn't have quite enough judges to get the proper ratio, though.
very close though.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some requests in the chat for Taeyang to sing in the next round, so we'll see where that goes. I don't know. After seeing both of those maps, I couldn't personally judge, so these judges, I respect for having to make such a hard choice on this one.
Oh, yeah. I would have had a really hard time judging that for sure. But, you know, we have a crack team of judges over here dealing with it, so we don't have to.
So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and let Fiery introduce our next matchup for France and United States.
Once again, I think a lot of people already know the deal at this point. You've seen these teams throughout the entire tournament. We won't spend too much time on this. We'll get right into the meat of everything that everyone wants to see. France, consisting of Blackie Design, Time Vid, Pizpao, Yumeros, Nozuchi, and Livale 074.
And apparently
Or
it's
Live Val,
Blackie's birthday,
not
so
Live
happy
Vale.
birthday. Next up, we'll check out Team United States.
I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that. Follow Pandas, Fear, and Whalewheat.
With
I
6
definitely
PX.
pronounced some of these names wrong. I don't care. Let's get into the pick'ems.
I care because they're leading one of the
America.
teams on the semifinals here. So I'm gonna go 6PXG and I'm sorry. Anyway,
Moving on to the pick'ems.
let's see how they're matching up. We also got another roughly 1/3, 2/3 kind of going on here with the France versus the United States.
What the heck is, like, these have to be rigged, these pickups, I swear. Did everyone, like, agree in advance, like, exactly how many votes to give each team?
I don't know. I think that you got enough rounds under your belt here now that everybody is very studious on this, and I don't know, actually. I have a bias for my own home country, but France also has a lot of amazing members, so we're gonna start off with France here. And we're gonna see kind of how these two teams handle Hometown in Ruins. So we're going for another kind of everything has been destroyed kind of theme in the song. And this one just kind of jumps straight into it.
No waiting. Get to the good stuff, you know? And this map just has a very unique and visual theme of, like, this crystal sort of thing going on. Not really sure what the deal with it is, but it's just super visually striking. Gives us a very unique identity.
I think it fits well with like the kind of pings that you have going on in the song, as well as the more robotic noises that they're mixing in with the ping sounding too.
Yeah, it feels like I'm like splunking in a cave or something for gemstones.
Well, speaking of which,
It fits very well.
Speaking of a gem,
Yeah. Could be a video game soundtrack. Frankly, the song might actually be a video game soundtrack. I don't know.
I could see that. I really like in this entry how far they're going with kind of... It has a very strong patterning structure in addition to how it's like visually representing the tone of the song. Like, not only do they just throw red exercises on everything, but there are like very specific movement gimmicks that kind of they put in for every single section. And this makes it a bit of a rough one, but it's a really cool one to play through.
Definitely. This one's not so as like insane over the top difficult to play as like the previous rounds were. But it certainly looks like a lot of fun to play.
I'm kind of switching away back into our curve sliders with the last couple of gemstones you're finding in that cave. Very nice, gradual, quiet ending there.
And good job, Otto, getting 100%.
For once.
We can't take that for granted.
they're trying their best.
Otto's doing its best here. And that was our Team France entry here on Hometown in Ruins. And next up, we're going to see how this compares to the United States entry too. Kind of see how you guys are feeling about how they weigh up against each other. As well as, like, you know, making sure you know to go download them later. I really like this team's approach to actually using the slider slide hit sounds. Or at least it feels like it. It's really chill. And also, it's interesting how both teams on this matchup went with really, really in-your-face kind of visual themes. So France, we had our crystals. In the United States, we got some flower themes going now.
Yeah, you're definitely going to see that flower motif come back frequently throughout the song. I really like the both of their attention to detail with the slider shapes. I got a what was that? Is that Transform, the Mostrada Aspire thing?
Yeah,
Kind
That
of
would be transformed.
butterfly vibes there.
and even taking this quiet section to draw the ground instead of using the whole screen is a bit of a different approach, especially when you go into your movement that you do, even after the sliders are done, you're still sticking to this very ground level as it literally builds up very gradually throughout this part.
So we have new songs being generated, and we have slider movies being generated. What will the final round hold for us?
Oh, the flower. I think we just
It's
saw a
dead.
flower die in front of our eyes, guys. But,
Yep.
I do like how they pair things together too in terms of the movement. Just kind of balancing that with going all in on the visual impression. That's a very careful balancing act to have to handle here.
Just overall, pretty solid use of slider shapes throughout the entire map. All an artistic representation rather than what you'd normally expect from a map.
And that was the United States' entry for our Hometown in Ruins semifinals matchup. So let's see how the scores weigh out with the judges here, but good work for both teams. Oh my goodness. So this one did end up pretty strong in one way for the kind of breakout judging panels here, but oh my goodness, they were both really good. I do think the United States, a lot of the judges commented that it was a little bit more adventurous with like the rhythm choices, the gameplay choices, and France was really well structured, but a little bit on the safer side. So it does sound like that was kind of what made the difference there. But oh my goodness, please download these next. And congratulations to
sure.
Team United States for making it through to the finals matchup too. So,
well deserved in all regards, right? Like every team really put their entire effort into this, and only one can go on.
although there will be the number 3 matchup for France here too.
Yep. So that's a good point, because France is actually not going anywhere. There's 4 teams remaining, and we have to have a 3rd place and a 4th place. So France continues on to the final round to determine. Actually, all the teams here go on to the final round to fight out for that 3rd and 4th place. So we'll see another one from France in just a couple weeks.
Yeah, so we will be seeing South Korea, United States kind of competing for those 1 and 2, Taiwan and France competing for who's gonna be in number 3 on that podium. And next up, that being said, because we're getting to the finals here, just a reminder of kind of what the prizes are going to be looking at here. So we got our screenshot from the wiki. It's beautiful. It has all 5 pixels. So some of these are pending approval. We will be seeing if it will be possible to have contest points and badges awarded to the winners here after the contest has concluded. And there also will be looking at Yosu supporter and cash prizes. So some of this will depend on the sponsorship secured, it mentions here, right? So that's gonna be really cool, and like all the designs for this tournament have been top notch, so I'm curious what a badge would look like if you guys do end up getting through with that. But for the sponsorship and the prize pools here, we just had a few words we needed to say on that. It makes me a little nervous because it's kind of crazy, right? So the Osu Beatmapping World Cup has officially been sponsored. Thanks to everybody's contributions, we've collected 750 USD so far. That will be distributed based off of how the winning roster ends up. And just thank you to our amazing sponsors. We do have an anonymous one. We also have FC Easy, Mafu, Rego, Ceres, RV Matthew, and Enon. Just kind of putting their part in, just saying, hey, the winner should get a little extra something here, right?
Absolutely. I mean, all the teams totally deserve it. I mean, the amount of hit sounding effort alone is worth a bunch of commissions, so.
Honestly, yeah, they could probably get a side gig doing song remixes too. But if you would like to sponsor, please make sure to contact Ceres on Discord. We will try to aim a little bit higher for this too, just to kind of help out.
It's always nice to have prize money for tournaments. It gives a lot more incentive for people to push themselves a bit further. So it's always nice to see a prize pool like this for pretty much any tournament, really.
Mm-hmm. And it's really cool that you guys are managing to put this together this time around. I just found out about these sponsors today, and I was like, what?
It's a good amount of money. It's definitely a good amount of money. Especially for the return of OBWC. You can't, we haven't had the momentum from the last couple of years.
So glad to kind of see how that is turning out too with everybody's engagement as well. And just as a little bit of a recap too, for the finals, we will be having our showdown between South Korea and the United States like we mentioned a bit earlier. And the matchup for third will be taking place at the same time. So Taiwan and France will be matched up to find out who's going to take that third place podium there too. So good luck to everybody that's still kind of in this and kind of in the game still, gonna see how this wraps up for the finals rounds. And good luck to everybody that's still mapping, because you've all been making really, really cool maps. So I hope I'm gonna see more from you again really soon.
Someone in chat noticed this, but it is also kind of ironic how it's South Korea versus USA in the finals, which kind of mirrors what OWC has been for the past couple of years as well. It's always interesting to see. But yeah, that will be, I believe, it for us, unless we have anything else to say, Noffy White.
That's everything for me today, but make sure to download the maps, and I hope you all have a good afternoon, or day, or night, whichever it is.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Noffy.
It's almost 5 o'clock here.
You are correct, yes.
So, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you again real soon.
See you guys.